Hello and welcome to CoCoMAD. I'm Chris Hamlet, and today we're going to look at quite a cool experiment that was developed by the Royal Society of Chemistry that looks at how good different materials will be to be used in a spacesuit. So what are we going to actually investigate? We're going to look at how good different materials are at blocking out what's called UV radiation. But what exactly is UV radiation? It's actually a kind of wave. So if you sort of think of a wave going up and down like ripples in water, they're a kind of wave. And the distance between the two peaks of a wave is called the wavelength. And it's this wavelength that defines what kind of wave a wave is. So there are many different kinds of waves whizzing around all around us. There's radio waves, which have got a very long wavelength. There are X-rays, which have got a tiny wavelength of around billionths of a meter. And then there's visible radiation, so you can see as light, where the longer light looks redder and the shorter wavelengths of light look bluer and purpler. But the radiation that's just longer than light is called infrared radiation, and you actually feel this as heat. So here I've got an infrared camera, and you can see the infrared radiation coming off me by looking in the camera there. But at wavelengths just below that of light is something called UV radiation. So let's look a bit more about that now. So on Earth we've got something called the ozone layer that surrounds the Earth and blocks out the most dangerous forms of UV radiation, and then we use sunscreen to block out the rest. But if you were an astronaut and out on a spacewalk like Helen Sharman and Tim Peake, you don't have this protective ozone layer around you, and also you won't be able to apply sunscreen through your suit, so your spacesuit has got to be able to block out UV radiation. Okay, so now we can test some materials to see how good they are at blocking out UV light. So first of all, we need a UV light source. So there's a little UV torch on this invisible ink pen. So that works very well. We need some colour changing beads. So these beads here, they change colour when exposed to UV. You can see there's some glowing there and some others have changed colour. And then we also need our colour chart here. So this colour chart you can download from the RSC Mission Starlight site, or I've put it on the CoCoMAD Science page too. So what it does, it shows different coloured beads, and the different colours they go correspond to a UV sun index. So the darker they go, the higher the UV sun index, and the worse they are, the material between the UV light and the beads are at blocking out UV. And the materials I've got here to test are different colour cellophane, so you could use sweet wrappers, aluminium foil, cotton, or you could use an old shirt, and this is high density polyethylene, but this is just cut out from a milk bottle, so it's a great way of reusing a milk bottle. UV. So today I'm just going to test one of these, and you can do your own experiments at home. So I'm going to go for the cotton, but as you can see these beads haven't gone back to being colourless, so I'm going to use some other ones. So what you do is you put the material over the beads and shine the light on it. So really you should have a stopwatch or something so you can time this accurately. And then you take that off and you can see that the beads have changed colour, and as a rough guide that's probably around a 6 or 7 when I first took the cotton off. You can see that probably isn't going to be that great on its own for making a suit for an astronaut to wear in space, as it will let in quite a lot of UV. So yeah, that's how you do the experiment. Please go out, test some different materials, see which ones you can find are good for visors, for spacesuits, and also what is good is to first of all predict what colour you think the beads would go, or which UV sun index they'll go before you try the material. Then you try the material and then see if your prediction was right. So yeah, have great fun experimenting. So UV light can be used for more than just changing the colour of beads. So if we can have a look at these three items here. First of all, we'll have a look at the £5 note under UV. And you might be able to see number 5 is highlighted there when you shine UV on. That's to help detect forgeries, so it's a security device on there. And also stamps. You can see there's a there's a line in the middle of the stamp that you can just about see with UV light. It's easier with a naked eye, so if you've got one of these UV torches, have a look at your stamps. But also bananas are quite cool. So if you look at these spots here, they're sort of reasonably ripe bananas, and if you shine a UV light on, you can see there's little rings around them, which are pretty cool. So yep, have fun and explore the world around you with a UV torch, but make sure you do not shine it in your eyes. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you have a great time experimenting and trying this out at home, and enjoy all the other great things that we've got on offer at Virtual CoCoMAD, and have a great day. Thank you very much.